Let's talk about how adults actually reinforce what they learn. So, we learn things every day as an adult. We read things, we watch the news, we maybe read social media, we read reports at work. There's lots of ways that we actually intake information. And we learn to apply that. Maybe it's some lessons learned about a project, maybe even that happened, in your local community. And you're like, hey, that's a good lesson. We shouldn't do that for the project I'm doing at work. Or you learned something that you read that was good for relationships and you work it out at your home or at your workplace with colleagues or with your boss or with your employees. So there's lots of ways that we actually input or take in information and how we practically apply it. There's a third portion for adults to actually reinforce the learning, and it's to share your knowledge. A lot of us think this is traditional teaching, but it comes in all kinds of ways. It comes with giving advice to employees, coaching, um, sharing an article with a colleague, sending an article to your parents or to your kids about, paying attention to cybersecurity. There's lots of ways that we share information that kind of reinforces what we learned. And so that's what I want to talk about today is how do you do that? And how do you make it a little bit more intentional? One of the ways I do this is definitely with development for employees. Every time they read a book, go to a seminar, take a class, watch a webinar. I really ask them to summarize what they learned, summarize how they think they're going to apply it, and then share it. Whether it's make a blog post for other employees, write up a paper about it, do a short lunch and learn. I always incorporate how are you actually going to share what you learned with other people. So that's my question for everybody today. How do you help the people you work with reinforce what they're learning?